The Indiana Fever last season showed they are a playoff team, but they're looking to take the next big step, becoming true championship contenders. The 8th overall pick in the 2025 WNBA Draft is their chance to add a rookie who can contribute right now and make an immediate impact. Before we dive in, if you could take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. I'm working hard to grow this channel's reach, and your support means everything. Now, we've got 5 incredible prospects to talk about, and by the end of this video, I'll tell you which one is the best choice for the Fever, and trust me, it's a bold pick you won't want to miss. First up, Maddie Westbeld, the versatile forward from Notre Dame. Maddie Westbeld brings versatility and consistency that the Fever could truly use. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches, she's not just a forward, she's a dynamic player who can stretch the floor with her sharp shooting and hold her own defensively against multiple positions. Imagine pairing her with Aliyah Boston in the front court. Westbeld's ability to knock down threes at a 36.8% clip would create space for Boston to dominate inside, while her defensive versatility ensures she's just as valuable on the other end of the court. But it's not just her skills, it's her basketball IQ and team-first mentality that make her such an intriguing option. The Fever need a player who can step in and make smart decisions right away, and that's Maddie. She's got the kind of game that complements Indiana's rising stars while also addressing their need for consistent outside shooting and defensive flexibility. Westbeld isn't just a safe pick, she's the type of player who can elevate this team's floor and ceiling. Pros: Maddie is a sharpshooter, 36.8% from 3 last season. That's exactly the kind of floor spacing the Fever need. She can guard forwards and stretch the floor, giving the Fever plenty of lineup flexibility. Her basketball IQ is through the roof, and she's all about team-first basketball, a coach's dream. Cons: her athleticism can be a liability against quicker, more agile players. And when the pressure is on, she's had moments where she's struggled to deliver. Westbeld would fit seamlessly next to Aliyah Boston in the front court, creating a dynamic duo that balances inside and outside play. With her ability to stretch the floor, she opens up the paint for Boston to thrive offensively. But her fit goes beyond shooting. Her defensive versatility allows her to switch on pick and rolls and handle multiple matchups, a skill the Fever desperately need to elevate their team defense. Imagine this: Boston holding it down in the post while Westbeld pulls defenders out to the perimeter, making Indiana's offense unpredictable and lethal. Add her high basketball IQ and unselfish play style, and you have someone who not only complements the Fever's core, but amplifies it. Westbeld wouldn't just be a role player, she'd be a catalyst for making the Fever a serious championship contender. Up next, we have Janiah Barker, the defensive ace from UCLA. Janiah Barker is the kind of player who could transform the Fever's defense. At UCLA, she's proved she can guard multiple positions, disrupt passing lanes, and block shots with ease. Her athleticism is second to none, and when she's running the floor in transition, she's a highlight waiting to happen. But Barker is more than just raw athleticism. She's shown flashes of becoming a capable scorer, and if she can develop that part of her game, the sky's the limit. The Fever needs someone who can step in and bring energy, intensity, and defensive grit right now, and Barker fits that mold perfectly. With time, she could become a cornerstone on both ends of the court. Pros: Barker's athleticism is off the charts. She can defend almost anyone on the court. She's a blur in transition, running the floor like a guard. Imagine the fast break opportunities. And her potential? Sky high. Barker's ceiling is one of the highest in this draft. Cons: her offense is still a work in progress. Her shot just isn't reliable yet, and sometimes her decision making can be a bit shaky, leading to costly mistakes. If the Fever are willing to invest in potential, Barker might just be the biggest steal of this draft. Her defensive impact would be immediate, giving Indiana the kind of versatility they need to match up with the league's best offenses. And as her offensive game develops, Barker could grow into a two-way star who changes the trajectory of this team for years to come. Let's move on to Sonia Citron, the Swiss Army knife from Notre Dame. Sonia Citron is the glue player every team dreams of having. At 6'1", she's a versatile guard who can shoot, defend, and facilitate, all while playing within the flow of the game. Her time at Notre Dame showcased her ability to impact every facet of the game without needing the spotlight. Citron's style of play would perfectly complement Caitlin Clark's star power, adding balance and stability to the Fever's backcourt. Pros: Sonia's versatility personified. She can play and defend almost anywhere on the court. Her shooting and playmaking skills make her a dual threat offensively. She's got a high basketball IQ and always looks to involve her teammates. Cons: she's not the most athletic player out there, which could limit her against tougher competition. And sometimes, Sonia plays a little too passively when the team needs her to take over. Citron's steady, reliable presence would give the Fever the depth and versatility they need. Her ability to adapt to different roles on the court makes her a low-risk choice. But the question remains, can she step up and bring that extra spark to elevate the Fever to true contender status? Next up, Cheyenne Sellers, the two-way spark plug from Maryland. Cheyenne Sellers is the complete package. On defense, she's a nightmare for opponents, capable of locking down multiple positions and disrupting plays. Offensively, she's a playmaker who can score at all three levels and set up her teammates. What's more, Sellers thrives in high-pressure situations, the kind of player you want in crunch time. For the Fever, she brings leadership, versatility, and a winning mentality. Rose. Sellers is a lockdown defender. She'll guard your best player or make their life miserable. She's got the scoring touch, whether it's from 3, mid-range, or attacking the basket. And when the game is on the line, Sellers shines brightest. Pressure doesn't faze her. Cons: her three-point shooting could use some work. It's not where it needs to be yet. And occasionally, she'll try to do too much on the court, leading to turnovers. Sellers could become the engine that drives this team, anchoring them on both offense and defense. Her adaptability makes her a fit in almost any lineup, but the question is, will her well-rounded game be enough to address the Fever's immediate needs? And last but not least, Aneesah Morrow, the physical force from LSU. Aneesah Morrow is a force to be reckoned with. Her relentless energy on the boards and physicality in the paint make her a player who can dominate in key areas the Fever need to improve. Morrow brings the toughness and grit that any championship team needs, and her effort on every possession is unmatched. The real question is, can her more traditional style adapt to the Fever's modern system? Pros: she's a rebounding machine. Seriously, she's grabbing everything off the glass. Aneesah brings the kind of toughness and energy that any coach would love in their lineup. And let's not forget her ability to guard multiple positions in the post, giving the Fever some serious defensive flexibility. Kazi's limited shooting range relies heavily on paint scoring, might struggle against quicker, more athletic defenders. Morrow is the kind of player who brings instant impact, especially in rebounding and interior scoring. But to truly thrive in today's WNBA, she'll need to expand her game beyond the paint. Is she ready to make that leap? Alright, Fever fans, it's decision time. Based on the pros and cons of these players, my bold take is this. The Indiana Fever should draft Cheyenne Sellers. Sellers embodies everything the Indiana Fever need to make the leap from playoff contenders to championship threats. Her defensive versatility allows her to guard multiple positions, bringing a level of intensity and adaptability that complements Aliyah Boston's interior dominance. Imagine the havoc they could create together. Boston locking down the paint and Sellers making life miserable for perimeter players. Offensively, Sellers is no slouch either. She's a 3-level scorer who can hit from outside, attack the basket, and create her own shot when needed. This takes enormous pressure off Caitlin Clark, giving her a partner in the backcourt who can share the scoring and playmaking load. Sellers isn't just a star in the making, she's a clutch performer who thrives in high-pressure moments, making her a game changer when it matters most. The Fever have built a solid foundation, but to truly cement their place as title contenders, they need a player who can make an immediate impact while raising the team's ceiling. Sellers is that player. Her defensive versatility, being able to guard multiple positions with tenacity, would give the Fever the edge they need to complement Aliyah Boston's dominance in the paint. Offensively, Sellers is more than capable of easing the load on Caitlin Clark. She can score at all 3 levels, create her own shot, and facilitate for her teammates, bringing balance to Indiana's offensive attack. But drafting Sellers doesn't mean the Fever are done making moves. Imagine pairing her with a high-impact free agent like Satou Sabally, a dynamic player who would bring even more scoring, versatility, and defensive prowess to the team. Sellers isn't just about potential, she's a plug-and-play rookie who can immediately impact the Fever's aspirations for a title run. Her ability to guard multiple positions makes her a vital defensive asset, while her offensive versatility, scoring at all 3 levels, means Indiana can diversify their game plan and take pressure off Caitlin Clark. More importantly, Sellers represents the Fever's future. Her poise in high-pressure moments and her knack for making game-changing plays make her not only a critical addition for now, but also a player to build around for years. Sellers wouldn't just complement Indiana's core, she would be the kind of foundational piece that transforms the Fever into perennial title contenders. Adding her now, while setting sights on big names in free agency, ensures the Fever are both ready to compete today and built to dominate tomorrow. Do you agree with this pick, or would you go with someone else on this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Hoops Talk Central for more WNBA content.